Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After season 4, episode 2, I believe. I'm recording this on my phone, and so hopefully the quality is good and you're able to see me clearly. So I have to say, this episode was kind of boring. I was on my phone majority of the time. I've come to the conclusion that some of these couples do not need to be there because the title of the show is called Happily Ever After, yet these people from the get-go are miserable. So let's start off with my least favorite couples first. So, Ashley and Jay. Ashley and Jay have been fighting from the start. Even from the last time we saw them, they were fighting. So they're still bringing up this Tinder thing. And I think if this Tinder thing is a big problem, then Ashley should just leave him. Because any smart person would just, if you don't tolerate something that someone has done, you put an end to it and you just leave them. But that hasn't happened yet. And Jay is in this limbo place of okay, am I gonna get deported or are you gonna forgive me? He wants to make this work. I don't know about Ashley, nor do I care. I'm tired of Jay making up dumb excuses, acting like there's no Tinder in Jamaica and like he didn't know what it was and he was looking for friends type of thing. No, Tinder is not for friendship. You don't go there to meet any friends. They don't have any type of friendship functionality. This is you're going to meet people for dates or hookups or things of that nature. You meet it's supposed to be some type of romantic relationship. You don't go on Tinder just to meet friends. So I'm tired of his excuses and I'm like, whatever. And Ashley's still mad at him, and I can't with both of them. So I am totally done with their story. No more talking with them. And another person I cannot stand is Paolo and Russ. I don't think there was much said or done towards their segment this episode. To be honest, I wasn't even paying attention. I know that they dropped the dog off and went to Oklahoma, and then Russ told Paula that he was not going to attend the baby shower, which I don't understand the concept of just this is only for a woman, as if the man's not going to be the father of the child, but whatever. I think that Russ should have went, because if I don't like these people and you're telling me you want me to interact with these people, at least be there as a buffer, or be there as my support. Don't just be like you're on your own. And I think that's what Russ did. So Russ is really grimy for doing that. But luckily for Paula, that was gonna be a weekend trip and that's it. I do not think that Paula's going to move to Oklahoma. Whether Russ gets the best opportunity in life, he's making 6 figures or blah blah blah, I don't think you could say anything to get her to go. So that's not happening. So it sucks to be him, but they're probably gonna stay in Miami. So that's kind of it with them. The next couple that I'm not really feeling is Andre and Elizabeth. So there wasn't too much that went on this episode for them, except for they learned the gender of their child. They're having a girl, which is kind of weird because the baby's born and you already know that beforehand. I think that Andre is trying to kind of be cordial towards the family, but I can understand him kind of being like, I'm done with these people. Uh, but I think in order for him to get what he wants, and which is to just have his immediate family together and no interference, is that he needs to get a job. He can't be telling people to come to mind their own business and worry about yourself and stuff when you're living somewhere rent free. Someone has to pay the mortgage, so you can't just expect that they're not going to want to know, okay, where are you in the job process, and they're not going to want to know about their grandchild, they're not going to want to know about their niece. So I think they need to figure out a way to balance everything, but I think they can make it work if they try hard and like put effort into it. I think they can make it work. So far, I haven't seen Andre be really controlling, but he has like the double standard when raising a little girl of like, you're not gonna date, you're not gonna do this, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that was it for them. Nothing much. So next, I want to talk about Larissa and Colty. So this couple is another couple which they're great for the drama, but really, really, really not compatible. They are still fighting. They're at a point where I feel like they don't like each other, and because Larissa is stuck, she can't leave. Otherwise, she would just leave Colt. I think Colt is like trying to do something about it, but I think if Larissa would have said like, Colt, okay, I'm leaving now, I'm going back to Brazil, I think he would have been fine with it. Debbie definitely would be fine with it. Larissa, even though she does not like Debbie, she relies on Debbie a lot, and that sucks because I don't know, the common theme is in this like series is to be around people you don't like. Like, if I don't like you, I don't want to be around you, and I don't want to have to depend on you and ask you for rides. So Larissa's been in a stank mood. I don't know why Colt's trying, because he should just let it go. She's nervous about the trial or the probation thing. I don't know what it's called, but she has every right to be nervous, because this is not like she probably doesn't even have the option to go to jail here. They would probably just deport her, and then she wouldn't be able to come back to the U.S. at all. So she's understandably nervous, but I don't know. It's just watching people hate each other. It's I don't know. I like them for their drama, but they do not like each other, so they should not be together. There is no saving grace with them, unfortunately, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So the next couple I want to talk about is Chantal and Pedro. So I am so tired of Chantal blaming Pedro and sticking up for her family. I can understand you sticking up for your family because you don't want to see your mom or dad disrespected. You don't want to see your brother get attacked. You don't want to see that stuff. But like, you cannot just assume that your family gets away with this scot-free. Like, your family instigates stuff all the time, and I feel like she sees it, but she, I don't know, just like goes along with it or allows it. Her mother, her mother, I can't do her mother. And like, when they were in the car going back to Atlanta from Savannah, oh, hi Chantal, how are you? And stuff. Oh, Pedro's here. Pedro, mi casa es su casa. Mi baño es su baño. Like, okay, what does the bathroom have to do with anything? That is not my bathroom. That is your bathroom in your house. he don't want to be there, and she knows that. So I don't know why she's stressing this out and stressing him out with the whole situation of, why won't you come see my family? Why can't you make this work? But it's your fault. Like, how, like, it'd be different if she was in his corner and then kind of trying to ease him into getting back with the family. But, like, if these people are disrespecting me and my family and stuff, I might not want to be around them too. And she's forcing it upon him, at the same time blaming him for everything. So it's like, why won't you talk to my family? You're a crappy person because you beat up my brother. But come stay with my family and, like, let's do, like, I don't understand. I don't understand her logic, and I don't agree with it, and I'm on Team Pedro. He doesn't want to be with them. He wants to play his game, and he wants to do his own thing, and I don't blame him. It was so dramatic when they were at the Thanksgiving table, and so Chantal's telling, as usual, telling the family her business, which causes them to hate him more and talk more crap about him. She tells them that, like, he does want to go back to Dominican, but he does not want to bring her, which that's kind of suspect with what he's doing, because, okay, I can understand you don't like my family, you're not hanging around my family and stuff. Why don't we go see your family, or why don't we go down to your country? Like, why can't I do that? I don't need to be around your family either, but we can be together, we hang out with our friends and stuff like that. So that part I found suspect. But Chantal's mom talking about, oh, if someone's gonna come here and try to, I don't know, disrespect me again, I have my taser, I'm like, what is this girl doing? So she's gonna attack Pedro and stuff. Like, I'm confused. Make it make sense. Anyways, last but not least, my favorite couple, because they are both trash, is Nicole and Azin. So we were learning a whole bunch of new things that Nicole have done for Azin that she's been keeping from us. So she is playing with May, and she calls Azin. They communicate regularly, and she's talking to him. She's like, I want to spend time with you. The problem is she doesn't have steady work. She doesn't make a lot of money, so it's hard for her to save. So she's talking about, I want to spend time with you and stuff, and I don't know. I forgot the reason why she's not going to go to Morocco right now. It's probably because she can't afford it. So then she's like, okay, let's do a family trip. So I'm like, Nicole, like, what? And she's like, okay, let's go to a place that does not require for you to have a visa. So she's going through the list, and she says South Korea, which I'm like, okay, South Korea is not close, it's not cheap, and, like, what a different place to meet. But I'm like, okay, whatever, they can meet in South Korea. Now, Nicole shares a story of her buying a ticket for both of them to meet in South Korea, but then he got turned away and sent back to Morocco. But she has no idea why. They just bring people in and send them out for no reason why. It's like she doesn't question it. The tickets were non-refundable, and she lost all that money. And I know that traveling to South Korea, especially how far it is not cheap. You're gonna spend a chunk of change. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Nicole. So she is talking about saving up money to take a trip to Grenada, which Grenada is closer and probably way more affordable because there's resorts and different things to do there. So Athens was like, yeah, like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. It's your money, so I can see why he He doesn't care. It's her money, and she's talking about, okay, so I need to focus and get my resume together to go and work. And then the producer's like, so like, what's Azan been doing since you haven't been there in a while? And she's like, oh, nothing. Like, he's hanging out with his friends. And I'm like, oh my god, Nicole. Nicole is not 60, tired of dating. She's willing to find any man to live the rest of her life with. She's a young girl. She is a young girl. She has so much ahead of her, and she's wasting all her time on this broke, good, for nothing man who has no care in the world and who doesn't have any consideration for everything that, like, she's done for him. So Nicole is trying to get a job. She comes to the recruiter place with no resume, which just makes me just like, oh, Nicole. And while Azan is playing her, so both these people are dumb, but I find them to be very entertaining. And like, I don't know, I don't think they're in love. I don't know what it is, but like, it can't be love. Like, so, anywho, that concludes the end of my recap of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, which most of those people are not happily ever after. Season 4, episode 2. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe I could front love, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it inside. Feel so rise up, banging on that loud.